Rifleman. Starring Chuck Connors.
Micah, what's he doing in town?
I wish I knew. All right. Get back on that horse and ride out.
Man usually gets told to ride out of town when he's broken the law, Marshal.
I'm not waiting for you to leave a body lying in the street, Corey. I'm telling you what we tell all killers riding in the North Fork. Keep on moving.
You've got a lot of faith in that badge you're wearing, Marshal. I'd say offhand that that badge is worth about what it weighs. 2 ounces of tin don't bring much to the market these days. You told me to get out of town, Marshal. I'm not going to tell you that. You go on living in this town. You grow old, you die in bed here. But that badge, I want to see it lying in the dirt at sundown. If that badge is still pinned to your vest at sundown, Marshal, you'll be lying in the dirt with it. Who? That tendon acting up again?
Yep, it sure is.
Hi.
Hi, boy.
Something I can do to help?
Yeah, you can trade horses with me.
Wouldn't be such a good swap from where I look.
It all depends. Realize a bent-up gold piece might not look as pretty as a silver dollar, but it's a better deal.
Might be you have the better horse, but I've raised mine from a colt and I sort of like him.
I ain't in the horse trading business, son. I'll take you into town, Coco, and get you fixed up real proper.
Well, my pa's ranch is just around the bend if you want to take him there. I could make a bandage and make up a salt pack to take down the swelling.
That's right kind of you. Thank you.
All right. How's this, Mr. Corey?
Just fine.
Oh, no, I don't want any pay for it.
Nice farm. Real nice. There's something about standing on your own land, working it, knowing that you'll get out of it what you put into it.
Guess the harder you work, the better the crops. That's the way it usually turns out.
Sleeping good, eating good, and being with people.
Being with people? You mean like town hall meetings? We're having one tonight. Picnic, supper, games later on, things like that.
Listen to me. Don't ever leave the land, boy. Always be a part of it. Part of the community. People looking at you, smiling at you, always being glad to see you.
Maybe I shouldn't ask, Mr. Corey, but are you a wagon train scout?
Huh?
Well, I mean, you don't often see people wearing buckskins in these parts.
Well, I guess buckskins are just a habit with me now. I used to work with Buffalo Bill's Wild West show. Guess I kind of got used to wearing them.
You mean you knew Buffalo Bill?
I was with him for 4 years.
I mean, what did you do in the circus?
Gun handling. Fancy shooting, mostly.
Fancy shooting? Would you show me?
All right, boy. Sit over there. That'll be the best seat in the house, right there. Now, around you is all types of people. They all came for the big show, right? And all of a sudden, the ringmaster comes in and he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the fastest gun in the West, Tip Corey." And I'd come riding in with Coco over there. He slows down just enough to let me kind of slide off nice and easy. Then I give it one of these here. And all of a sudden, the crowd kind of comes quiet. Then I start my tricks. Flat spins, all kinds of spins, little tricks to catch the eye, everything like this here. Kind of easing and all the way, doing flat spins and everything like that. And then, finally, to wind up with one of these. Then I start. A nice, easy trick. It's easy to me, but to the audience, it looks hard. Tin can, for instance. Started off. Always catches the public's eye. Now for the big trick. Every act in the circus had a big trick to do. Something special that no one else could do. That's why Buffalo Bill hired me for this one. I want you to pay attention, boy. Take this nail. Make a mark. Right there. Take my knife. I'm gonna put a bullet hole right in the middle of that mark. And then I'm gonna put the knife right over the bullet hole. Now, for the last lesson. Hold it. There won't be any last lesson. Get off this ranch and be quick.
But, Paul, Mr. Corey was just...
You heard me, Corey. Mount up and get out of here. Certainly, Mr. McCain. Thank you, boy, for the bandage and all.
All right.
I'm sorry if I overstayed my welcome, Mr. McCain. Bye, boy.
Paul, you didn't let me explain. He was only a circus act. Used to be with...
Mark, Tip Corey's a killer.
Killer.
Wherever he goes, he leaves a dead man behind. Must be 12 men lying in their graves because of him.
Well, he said he used to be in the Buffalo Bill Wild West show.
Then he discovered there was more money in hiring his gun out.
He draws so fast, you can just barely see him.
Come on, you better get washed up. You're supposed to help Mrs. Wingate at the town hall tonight. And I've got to go in and hold down Micah's desk for him.
Yeah, I forgot about it. Helping Mrs. Wingate. You gonna be deputy marshal tonight?
Until Micah gets back. Judge up there is preparing to send the boy to prison. Micah has proof he's innocent.
Oh. Paul? Have you ever seen Corey do a circus act?
No. Why?
The things he can do with that gun.
Go on. I'm sorry it took me so long in coming back, Pa. But I didn't forget about you, not for a second. It took me a while to search him out, that's all. But I found him, Pa. I finally found him, and I killed him. I killed some others, too. It just happened, Pa. I went searching for just them 5, but things just happened. Now they call me a fast gun. A killer. Nobody asking why. Nobody. No matter where I go, Pa, there's always somebody waiting for me. Waiting to make me prove it. And that's all I do, Pa. I just keep proving it and proving it and proving it, and I'm lonesome, Pa. Pa, I'm lonesome. Thought you were leaving early for the county court.
I changed my mind, so you won't have to take over for me after all.
Because of Tip Corey? Bill's just told me.
Well, I'm certainly not going to throw my badge in the street so we can grind it into the dirt.
Mikey, he was just blowing off steam. He stopped at my place. When he left, he was headed south.
South? Well, there's nothing beyond your place but High Butte.
That's right. That's a 5-hour ride. He's coming back this way, which I doubt. He won't get here before midnight. Mikey, you've got plenty of time to get up to the county court and back. Also, what's more important? A boy on his way to prison for something he didn't do, or standing on your pride against a gunslinger?
If I hustle, I can be back by 10. You know, Lucas, boy, pride is a funny thing. It can get you into trouble dealing with people, but then without it, it can get you into trouble dealing with yourself.
Did you take any spare shells for that scattergun?
Why, sure. I always carry an extra supply in my saddlebag. Why do you ask?
Well, I didn't see you take any. Just want to remind you. Have a good trip. I'll tell Mrs. Wingate to save some food for you.
Tell her I'll be back with a good appetite.
See you wearing a marshal's badge, Mr. McCain. That's right. You gonna be wearing that badge at sundown? You know what I told the marshal about that badge, don't you? I know. But if I were you, Mr. McCain, I'd take that badge and put it back where I got it from. You don't happen to be me, Corey. Mr. McCain! McCain, you got about an hour to think it over. Whether you should die for a badge that don't even belong to you. You happen to have the same hour, Corey. I'll be moving on, McCain. But when I do, I'll be looking down in the dirt and I'll be seeing that badge. Now, whether it's pinned to your shirt or not is your choice to make, not mine. Mark, you go on back to the townhouse till I come for you. Go on, son. Who is it?
It's me, Mr. Corey. Mark McCain.
Your pa sent you to talk to me, boy?
No, sir.
Good. Hate to change my opinion about it.
I just can't understand you, Mr. Corey. My pa's only a rancher. He never did anything to you.
I know he didn't.
Well, then why do you want to fight him?
I don't. I like your pa, boy. I like a man who stands up straight, says what he means. It's that badge he's wearing. What it means to this town.
Doesn't seem like you'd want to make a fool out of the town. But, well, that's what you'd be doing if the marshal's badge was thrown in the dirt.
Boy, behind your ranch on a hill, there's a graveyard. In that graveyard, there's a cross up there that has unknown written on it.
I know the one you mean. Every so often, I pass it and I put some flowers on it.
You planted flowers on that grave?
Well, it's the only gravestone without a name on it. I guess I've always Felt kind of sorry for whoever's buried there.
My pa's buried there, boy. He was killed right out here in the street. By some drunken trailhands.
I'm sorry.
There were 7. We rode into town and we saw these drunken trailhands. They were funning with a young Indian girl. He said to me, he said, boy, you go over to the marshal's office and you fetch him. Well, I went over there. I got the marshal out all right. He took one look at what was going on. He turned around and went right back into the office. Them drunken trailhands. They killed him. They knew there was nobody gonna stop him from doing what they wanted to do, so they killed my pa.
That was a long time ago. And if you're blaming Michael, well, he wasn't here. And my pa wasn't here either.
But the law was here. My pa believed in that law. Because he believed, he died. But I found him, boy. And I killed him. Now, there's only one thing left. A marshal's badge.
My pa will never throw that badge in the street. He's got too much pride. Please, Mr. Corey. You're so good with that gun. I don't want nothing to happen to my pa. Please!
You better go, boy. Boy. Thank you for planting the flowers in the grave.
They never took. I don't know why, but they just never grew.
Maybe they never grew because he wanted you to come back and plant some more. Mr. McCain, I don't think you can outshoot me, do you?
I don't know. And I'm not anxious to find out.
Why are you going up against me?
Because I don't believe in compromising principles.
I can't compromise principles either. I came in town for one thing, that badge you're wearing. One last bit of unfinished business.
I wonder about your principles, Corey. I think you came into this town looking for an excuse to kill. Any excuse, just to add another name to that long list.
No. You're wrong, Mr. McCain. The trouble is that eventually that long list starts to ride with you.
Corey, I doubt that anyone asks to face your gun. So it seems to me when you use it, it's your choice, not theirs.
Mr. McCain, what does it mean to you? I mean, throwing that badge into the dirt. It's a symbol. Pick it up when I'm gone. But it's important to me, Mr. McCain. Very, very important. What have you got to lose? You've got everything that I've ever wanted. You've got a son, a home, friends. All I've got is my reputation. Mr. McCain, let me leave this town with what little I came in with. I can't back down now. Not if I want to go on living.
I have to live with myself too, Corey.
Mr. McCain, I'm going to go to the livery and get my horse. I'm going to come back out. I'm going to call you outside. Then I'm going to have to kill you.
Marshal McCain! I'm waiting for that badge you're wearing. Unpin it, McCain. Unpin it and let it drop in the dirt, or so help me, you'll drop with it still pinned to your shirt.
That's the only way you'll get in the dirt, Corey, by dropping me with it. But somebody else will pick it up. That's the one thing you don't understand. There'll always be somebody around to pick up for what's right.
You mean somebody picking up that badge? McCain, you got a lot to learn about this world. When this is all over and you're lying in the dirt, that tin star will be shining white hot. It'll be much too hot for anybody to touch. And when you're lying there in the dirt, McCain, I want you to look around. Take one look, and you tell me who'll pick it up. Nobody, McCain. Not a soul. Go ahead, McCain. Go ahead and ask them. Ask them who'll pick up the badge.
I'll pick it up. Maybe not right away, but someday, somewhere, I'll pick it up and I'll come after you. Won't be for a long time yet. But someday you're gonna see that badge again and I'll be behind it. So you just be ready, Mr. Corey. You hear? 'Cause someday, somewhere...
Mark, stand back, son.
A long time ago on this very spot, I said words very much like that. I'm calling you, McCain. Don't do it!
We're slow.
Man gets tired, McCain. Flowers?
All right.
Pa!
Flowers?
I know what he meant, Paul. Flowers didn't die off, Paul. Maybe they'll keep on growing this time.
I'm sure they will.
There's something I sure don't understand. Mr. Corey talks so nice sometimes, like he maybe liked everyone, like he wanted to make friends. How come he only did things that didn't make him happy?
Sometimes a man comes to a fork in the road, stumbles over a little stone, gets himself mixed up, and takes the wrong road. Somebody once said, "There but for the grace of God go I."